Move it up just a little bit more. Yeah.
Where you need me to stand something?
You wanted cupcakes?
Okay.
Come on, let me take a picture.
You ready, Lord?
Excuse me.
Whenever they're ready. You guys ready? Good afternoon. My name is Lauren Raysor. Thank you for coming this afternoon. I represent Cupcake Cutie, the owners, Miesha, Stokely, and one of the other owners is Montika Jones. I'm here today to talk to you about the spiralist and the attacks on in Mount Vernon. It is a message that is being sent to business owners here in Mount Vernon and citywide. We have filed a notice of claim. We filed a lawsuit against Mayor Thomas in his official capacity and in his individual capacity, and also against the building department and also the police department of Mount Vernon and also the Department of Water. We, on approximately August 3rd of 2018, there was an alleged attempt to shut down Cupcake Cutie. We have done our investigation, and it is our position that Cupcake Cutie has complied with all levels of certification. So this is a business that is viable. This is a business that's open for business. And we're also here to address some of the things that the mayor has said on various news outlets, WVOX, where he's indicated somehow this store has some sort of political affiliation. We absolutely deny that that is the case. In addition to that, there were things that were said on WVOX that show that this mayor has tried and attempted to slander this wonderful business. What you'll see when you see these wonderful cupcakes that are behind here, this is a great store for this community. This is an investment that these young people have made and these individuals have made in this community, and they also are giving back. Part of this lawsuit is going directly to the mayor. We will not be bullied. This is a woman-owned business. Right. We will not be bullied. This is not the time in which we're going to back down and sit down. What he did was wrong. What he did was illegal. And this was an investigation. I am not saying this just to say it. We have proof that it was Mayor Thomas that personally vindictively ordered, because of the person that he doesn't like, I hate to say it, Mr. Damon Jones of Black Westchester, who has been a critic of the mayor. But you cannot utilize the First Amendment and the freedom of association, where these young people and the owners, by their affiliation with Damon Jones, you come back and vindictively try to shut them down. That is something we're not standing for. And as a business owner in Mount Vernon, none of us can stand for it, because business owners will not come here if they believe they can be attacked based on their political affiliations and their political beliefs. I want to ask that one of the owners, Ms. Stokely, please come forward and tell talk about what has happened to you as a result of what Mayor Thomas and various members of his administration have done. What is the impact?
On August 3rd, it was a nightmare that no business owner wants to experience. The mayor and his administration, the police department, the building department, the water department, the fire department came to my establishment. I was not here. My aunt Edwina Day was here. They walked directly into the kitchen. Without my knowledge, they didn't call and ask to speak to the owner. They didn't call to ask to speak to the owner of the building. They came directly in here and they said that they need to shut us down. I have my certificate of tenancy. When they came in here, they asked for a certificate of occupancy, which is the building's owner responsibility. Right. We provided them with the certificate of tenancy that was on the conditions that the backflow be upgraded, which was done. My owner, Rita Timlin, she requested a permit for the backflow to be upgraded in May 2018, and the job was completed July. It was completed July before they came to my shop on August 3rd. Over the last few weeks, me and my mother have been experiencing emotional distress. He has been harassing my mother for the last 2 years at work, and she puts her life on the line every night as a detective. And I don't know what's gonna happen next. This is the aftermath. This has been going on for 2 years, and now what you see is he's trying to shut down my business illegally that I have worked hard for. And as a community leader and an advocate for all businesses, and especially women-owned businesses, small businesses, and a mentor for the youth in Mount Vernon, I have given back so much to Mount Vernon where I was raised. And me and my mother do not deserve to be handled this way. That's all I have to say. I just want to clear my name, protect my business, and preserve my integrity.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Be with you.
It's all right, it's all right.
From Jesus.
Amen, amen. Wow, wow.
Just watch yourself. My name is Damon Jones. I'm the publisher of Black Westchester Magazine. I'm also the New York representative of Blacks in Law Enforcement of America. And I'm a father
That's right.
and a husband. And to have cowards, and I got to make it plain because my lawyer told me to be quiet
I hear you, Damon.
since the incident, but now I have something to say. These are cowards in City Hall to attack a woman, to attack a young woman because they have a problem with me. If you have a problem with me, you deal with me. If you have a problem with the paper, you sue the paper.
Right.
You don't retaliate against women. My wife has been systematically retaliated in Mount Vernon Police Department for the last 3 years because they don't like me. And we got evidence. We got evidence. We got clear factual evidence. So what I'm saying is, this is a shame. And for the people of Mount Vernon, the pastors, the local leaders,
Come on, teach.
to be silent about this is even more embarrassing. But I got something to say to Mayor Thomas, Joseph Spezio, Commissioner Harris, Chief Zadie, and all the other management rank and file. If my wife breaks a fingernail
Teach on
at that
Come on
job,
now,
I will
come on.
sue you personally. See, because this is not going to, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired of hearing. And where's the PBA president? Right? He's known about this for 3
Right.
years. What have they done? They not just violated policies and procedures in the police department. They violated city code of ethics. And we see nobody. Right? But now we're here, we lawyered up, and we're gonna fight this to the end.
Right.
Because this is my family, this
That's
is my
right.
wife, this
Keep
is my
going.
daughter.
That's right.
You think I'm not gonna fight? You will think I'm not going to protect my family?
That's right.
I will
Keep going.
empty out my retirement to protect my family.
I got it. Thank you. We just want to indicate that in the packet that you received, we have inspection certificates from the Westchester Rockland Electrical Inspection Service. We have the Food Service Establishment Inspection Summary where there are no violations. We have the report on the test and maintenance of the backflow. There's no issues there. We also have, from the fire department of the city of Mount Vernon, we have a range hood system report that says there's no issues there. We continue to have the appropriate certification, and we demand to have a permanent certificate of tenancy so that this business can continue to operate and we can continue to have this beautiful business in this community. And also, we're talking about a millennial. So we have a wonderful woman that represents the millennials that is doing the right thing. And we want to make sure that they are supported and that the adults like myself are going to step forward to represent them and to help them. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
I just have a quick question.
Because this is all the problem.
Okay, do you have any questions, though?
Yes, a quick question. You had it said that you want a permanent certificate of tenancy.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you want from this?
Well, we want redress because what has happened as a result of this, the statements that were made by the mayor, and I don't want to knock over anything, but he's claiming that this family has some sort of political in for some reason in City Hall, which is not true. He's also giving the community the impression that this place is not safe, which is not true. I had them put every certificate up on this board that shows that they're in compliance. And the only thing we're waiting for is a permanent certificate of tenancy. There are no issues here, and I want people to come in and support this business and eat those cupcakes. And we also know that there are witnesses out there that are going to come forward eventually that will say what this mayor said when he was on his way. Let's go eat some cupcakes. And I'm asking the community right now, you come back in here and you support this place and you make sure they stay open and you utilize them as an example of something that is positive for this community.
So
Yeah.
you put a dollar figure, 1.5 million. What is that for?
Pain and suffering. You've seen what is happening here.
Right.
Well, without going into the details of our investigation, I'm a former prosecutor. I'm a former assistant attorney general. So when I take on a case, I'm not just taking it on frivolously. I looked into some of the witnesses, the folks that have been fired, people that have suffered as a result of what has happened in this case, and have come forward saying that this was vindictive. They singled out this place. They were not on any list for inspection, and they came here specifically at the behest of Mayor Richard Thomas. It's got to stop.
Right.
It has to stop.
Were any violations issued prior to them trying to shut you down?
No, that's a good question. There was no due process here. There was no hearing here. They came here at night where we could not file an order to show cause on a Friday afternoon and a Friday night. And they came here with tape, police tape, taping it around this building and telling the people that were here to patronize this location that if they came in here, they would be arrested.
Sergeant Simonet told me
Said that
if
they would be
anyone that come in here,
arrested.
they would be arrested for disorderly conduct.
Which
With
is
Officer
clearly...
Hilton, Officer Hilton.
So the purpose was to shut this place down because they've issued what part of what we need, but we need a permanent. And we wrote a letter to them. We sent all the certificates. Everything is in order, and they still have not complied. No due process, not a violation has been issued on this location.
So I understand the process of getting the permanent certificate. Does the mayor have final say, or is it the building department who would issue that?
The mayor is the chief executive officer. You can't, you can't have it both ways.
Right.
So the fact of the matter is the building department is under the mayor.
That's right.
And they have to issue this permanent certificate of tenancy. There are no issues outstanding. In addition to this press conference, I'm not trying to get press. We sent a letter to the mayor with all of these documents. We sent that in advance either a week or 2 weeks ago. We have not heard a response. We sent it to Mr. Picari. We sent it to the building department, Daniel Jones. We sent it also to the mayor's office. And we asked that they issue a permanent certificate of tenancy, and we have no response as of yet. And I checked my office before coming over here, and there's nothing in the mail.
This business has been open at least a couple of years, right?
Yes.
Since 2015, October 1st, I believe, 2015.
Okay, so how long does it typically take the city to give a permanent certificate of occupancy to, say, any business?
Well,
not just
we're
this
we're
one?
not clear on why we never received it. So we're still in the dark on why we never received it. So the fact that we don't have it, we've complied with every certificate that you could possibly get. We don't know why we don't have it.
Each of you just give your first and last names.
Miesha Stokely,
And I'm sorry, your name again?
Lauren P. Raysor.
Okay. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
29.
That's still millennial? Yes, thank you. You're right underneath.
1834.
Okay, thank you.
I looked over on the wall and it says pending water department approval for a backflow prevention. Can you just clarify, is it one per business that is required or just one per property? And you mentioned earlier it was the building owner's responsibility. And did the building owner get a violation and were they rated?
From my understanding and my research, no other business, including various hair salons that have water, and there's another business that utilizes water. And my understanding, no other business was visited that afternoon or before. That's our understanding. In terms of the obligation is for the building owner. The building owner has complied. The building owner has complied. So now all we're waiting for is a permanent certificate of tenancy, which we believe should have been issued already.
They issued the owner a certificate for the gun shop, a permanent certificate of tenancy, and they still haven't issued ours. And they were waiting for their certificate because of the backflow. And now that the backflow is put in the whole building, this building is 40 West First Street. It's about 8 shops between,
Companies, yes.
Yeah, 6th Avenue and First Street. So
So in other words, he issued the certificate of tenancy after the building department submitted the inspection of the backflow, not to this business. He issued it to the gun shop business. So again, we're still seeking what we're entitled to. We don't know what the holdup is. We were kind enough to have meetings and sent letters, and we want to put this to rest, but we want to let the community know that this business is open for business. There are no issues. It's good. Just eat your cupcakes, order your birthday cakes. Not an advertisement here, but it's a great place, and it's a great place that serves the community.
How is business?
it's been good. It's okay.
Has it been affected at all by the city? What happened to you at all?
As far as customers coming, I'm sure it has. I mean, it's hard to tell who's gonna come in here and who's not gonna come in here based off the information. He said my shop is a detriment to the public, and Daniel Jones mentioned something about dirty water and Cupcake Cutie. So, I mean, if anyone who heard that, I don't know if they didn't come to Cupcake Cutie because of that. But I still have my same customers that I have. They know I have quality work and that is very clean in here. And I have my supporters here from my job, my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, family and friends, and my African Healing Circle. Everyone is here. Everyone know what I'm about.
That's right.
So I have the
That's right.
community behind me.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
Does the owner of the building have any businesses in their own building?
The gun range.
The gun shop.
They issued.
they own the gun
certificate
ring.
to them.
So my understanding is when they submitted the inspection of the backflow, which cleared up that issue, they were a gun shop was issued a permanent certificate of tenancy. Now Cupcake Cutie is looking for their permanent certificate of tenancy, and they have not received theirs as of yet.
Have you had any conversations with the owner about
Well, we absolutely, the owner
He's well
is
aware.
very well aware, supportive in the best way that they can be supportive, because of course, no one wants to be targeted. So
Right.
they've done the best they could to support this business here.
She's been very helpful in being compliant and giving me paperwork that I need and doing the right thing. We have a great relationship with Miss Rita Timlin and her daughter Deneen and Mike. So they just don't understand why this is happening.
Thank you. Oh, you want to, I'm sorry. You want to speak?
I'm just going to say a few words. I very rarely do this. I am the editor-in-chief and co-owner of Black Westchester, co-owner with Damon K. Jones. I'm only speaking because a lot of my words, the business has been targeted because of a lot of my words, because I've been holding the feet to the fire of the administration, the current administration, the past administration, and I will do it with the next administration. A lot of the things that I wrote and uncovered and have written about are not things that they want to be known. So they can't shut us down as a business They can't come after us, so one of the ways they come after is through Damon's family.
Right.
We're going to continue to speak truth to power. We're going to continue. That's why I'm standing here with this business. Like I said, I'm usually on the other side of the camera with you guys. I'm never over here. But I felt that I needed to speak because it's my words that caused this, caused the retaliation. So. And it's all about, I just want to say one last thing, is due process is the most important thing. This is not the only business. I've covered several businesses that have been shut down without due process. Even if what you say is correct, there's still a process that you have to go through to shut down a business. You cannot just walk in and just come in and shut down a business. There is a process.
Absolutely.
Due process is not being followed, and as long as due process is not being followed, Black Westchester will continue to uncover and defend the businesses and defend all of those whose rights are being violated. That's all I have to say. I'm AJ Woodson, co-owner of Black Westchester.
I just have one more question. A lot of these things in the allegations and press release border on criminality, if not the least official misconduct. Will you be requesting an investigation regarding this?
Well, here's our position. The city is now open. We have law enforcement agents all over. We have a mayor that has been indicted. A criminal trial eventually will be forthcoming. So if they don't know what's going on, then they're refusing to see.
I just want to respond to that. When Mayor Thomas illegally shut down OK Freddy's,
Right.
I personally requested through Blacks in Law Enforcement of America a federal investigation. And I also requested from the AG's office and the DA's office. I recently met with the district attorney's office about these issues. And I still question, how can some people be deputy police commissioners in a police department and give orders and have powers of a deputy police commissioner when all these things are going on? So we have to question, what is the DA doing, right? What is the U.S. attorney doing?
Right.
Because it's just like, it's become a lawless city, and unfortunately, the good cops that are in Mount Vernon Police Department, and let me make this clear, there's a lot of good cops in there, right? But they're run by bad people.
That's right.
And they're taking illegal orders in fear of being suspended like my wife. In fear of being fired or attempt to be fired. So someone has to do something, right? So we have to question, why haven't the authorities done anything, right? Does Black life matter in Mount Vernon? Because it's a majority Black city. So let's not do anything. This would not happen in any other city in America. This is ridiculous. I traveled the world talking about policing, and we never heard anything like this. That goes on in a police department and in a city hall, to allow the mayor to use the police department as Gestapos to do people all over the community. This is ridiculous. So when is it going to stop? Someone needs to call the DA. Someone needs to call the U.S. attorney to find out what are they doing. Because the city cannot afford all these lawsuits. Because you're going to continue to get lawsuits, and it's going to be like Detroit. It's going to be bankrupt because there's going to be so many lawsuits. So it's a detriment to the city, and someone needs to do something. Thank you.
Just to clarify, Damon, your wife is,
A detective from Mount Vernon Police Department.
and does she have does she
She's
here as well?
but she's not going
No
to speak.
comments from her.
No comments for her because she's been retaliating for the last 3 years because of my words.
Yeah, we don't want
Part owner of
anything
this
to-
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
I didn't get a pen.
Wow.
Do you have an extra?
Notice of claim, a copy of the notice.
Yeah, we'll
Is
take
that what you're looking for? Let me make sure I have a copy. Yeah.
No, sorry.